Hello, it's Voice Teacher Reacts with me, Renee Urbanovich, and today we're looking at Olivia Dean. She's live at the Brit Awards 2026 shortly after she won Best New Artist at the Grammys, and I've never seen her and I've never heard her, but I do know that my students love to sing her. So here we go. Okay, I should have known. She's stunning. She's gorgeous, and she's young and she's beautiful. I should have expected that. I don't know. I just didn't, because her music, the songs that I've heard, don't give me this vibe, this very young, sexy vibe. And then when she says the words, it's hard to tell what she's saying. It doesn't quite sound like touch me. It doesn't quite sound like talk to me. Sounds a little sexier than that, but let me keep going. She's pretty comfortable, right? She's in her low chest, and then she just borrowed a little head voice, which was sweet and nice. She's walking down a runway like a model with the wind blowing her hair, and she's got that slit in her dress, and she's just marching down there just like a model, like a high fashion queen. So there's all of these elements that are taking me in. So I don't know what to think about her other than, I don't know yet. I'm going to reserve judgment, but so far, very singable, very low, very comfortable, nothing impressive besides her image. Very cute. So we've got live music. In my mind, I thought, oh, it's tracks. But then now I see we've got the horns, we've got the musicians. She's not all alone. She is the single female, though. I'm assuming those are all men. I can't tell. So anyway, I am impressed with her image, and I really like the retro sound. Of course, I grew up in the 70s, and it just has a little bit of that 70s feel. It's a little bit R&B and a hair, just the slightest bit funk, right? I think they might want to call this neo soul, because sometimes when it's a black artist, but it's not quite R&B or straight pop, and they write their own material, and it's got like different sensibilities, it's neo soul. It's really not, though. It doesn't remind me of the neo soul artists that I know of, like Corinne Bailey Rae maybe, and Tracy Chapman. Those are blasts from the past. So far, it's nothing new to me. It's definitely fun. I like how fun she is, playful. So what does that tell me? I don't know. Let's just see here. Listen a little more.
Talk to me, be the man that I need, baby. Talk to me, be the man that I need. Talk to me, be the man that I need, baby. Talk to me, be the man.
Stop it. I think maybe I should listen to something else, because in a way, I feel like I'm watching a high school performance of a new singer who is green. So maybe it's just the way the whole thing has been produced. I'm not seeing any sophistication per se, and I'm just seeing this projection of youth, sexy, kind of superficial. I don't know, though. I'm just wondering, maybe this is what our culture wants right now. Maybe they're sick of all the females that are singing, the new artists that are singing, like SZA and Billie Eilish and even Ingrid Michaelson and some of these new singers, Madison Beers, that they're just not so fun, are they? They're not trying to be fun. They're not trying to be lighthearted. They are deep. And they're discussing the depth of being a woman. Even Taylor Swift went from less poetic to really poetic now. So maybe our culture is saying, look, we like this. We want this fun stuff. Clearly, I am not her audience. I'm older, and I don't listen to this kind of music, really. So I'm not her audience. But if she won, I got to see, what does the culture want from her? So let me find another video to see maybe what else she's about. Okay, so this is It Isn't Perfect, but It Might Be, and it's live. So let's see about this one. Here we go.
There's a lot of ground to cover, one foot and then the other, on my way to somewhere new.
I like the lows. I like the lows.
A few false starts, can you forgive this cautious heart and just bear with it while it does what I thought it couldn't do?
Okay, so there's something that not everybody can do. Sometimes an artist gets big, 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 big because we can sing along and we like that. So those are lows, da, 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 da. And she isn't like singing them, she's speaking them. It's she's really young, I think, so she'll only get those deep, gritty notes better and better as she ages and gets more sophisticated. So that's impressive. And this vibe is less sexy. It's more, I don't know, more earthy, a little more hippie. And, she's doing a little bit of hand motions, which reminds me a little bit of Mariah Carey, who wrote her own material, but who was not a seasoned performer. Of course, she was, 20? So the producers and the directors tell you, you got to do something. So that's basically a performative activity that it's not working, but I'm still not getting a full-on confident vibe yet. I see she's having fun, though. And so I'm still very curious why she's the big winner of the Best Artist. Let's keep watching.
I could go back to the old place and write your name on every blank page, but it's a story now, just a story now. This the kind of thing that you'd say. You'd say no need to look behind me, that I can keep you here beside me to make a mess of it, to make the best of it.
Okay. Here's something interesting. Yes, it's so 70s. It's just bringing me right back. It's so retro with horns and like unison horns and the harmonies of the background singers. It is so my era. It's so retro for me. And yet she's singing about things that we didn't sing about in the 70s. I'm not getting all the lyrics, but she's definitely picking something apart and she's saying something about a mess of things, right? So the first song was just about be the kind of man that I need. It was extremely sexy and was not layered in its message at all. She sang in her chest voice mostly, borrowed a little bit of head voice. This one's a little smoother, shows me a little bit more vocal prowess, so I kind of like it. And the fact that she's talking about making a mess and just making the best of it and maybe finding perfection in our flaws and not trying to be the ideal. That's what Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and social media, TikTok, all of those things have put in our face, this ideal, the optimal, the best way of living and the best relationships. And, we have to fight against that and say, look, all that's not true. So here she is singing about it. And since she's an artist, I'm assuming she wrote the words. So let's just, make the best of it. It might be a mess, but that's okay. And isn't that life? It's messy. So I think I'm starting to get it. She's got beautiful lyrics and she's beautiful. Let's keep going.
It isn't perfect, but it might be. La, 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 la.
Okay, I think that there's also a weird thing in our culture right now for the past few years where you order something and you say, I'd like the vegetarian mac and cheese, and the server will say perfect. Or you're on the phone with somebody, the doctor's office, and you say, I'd like to do an appointment blank, and they say perfect. There's this thing everybody's saying perfect. So I kind of like that she's doing a play on that idea of perfection, because, perfection in my day didn't have a great connotation. If you were a perfectionist, that meant life kind of gets in your way. because it's not perfect, and that you need to learn to not be perfect, to quit erasing your sentences till they're perfect. You're tearing up the page just right, if you get what I'm saying. So I like that about this song. It isn't perfect, but it might be, in the sense that we embrace our flaws, we embrace our imperfections, and then together we're stronger. I made that up. I don't know, but I do like the rhymes. I do like her attitude. I like her groove. And I really like it better than the whole sexy thing that reminded me of a high school pop show. So I do want to find one more song. So let me see here.
Thought I was done with this feeling.
Thought I was done with this feeling. It's a free training that will help you get better in like 10 or 20 minutes. I've already taught thousands of singers, and I've helped them improve with my method. It's singing the magic method. So if that sounds interesting to you, the link is below, and I hope to see you there. So anyway, back to Olivia Dean, singing very authentic, very raw here. And for that, I love it. And I love the ballad. So I'm going to keep listening. Let's go. But she so got me. Who would do that to a friend, let alone the one you love? Don't keep me small. So this is the voice of women, right? We just had International Women's Day. And, we are not free until we are all free, women. So there was a little voice there of womanhood, right? A feminist voice, even though she came in the first song and she looked like she was just kind of kowtowing to those old tropes and old stereotypes of aren't I sexy and aren't I cute? But this got me. I'm so happy. I'm so happy there's some substance here. Wow. Okay, we'll go back. She got me twice. I'm not having it. I think a lot of women with big personalities get told to dial it back. And I think that there was an artist who called it a liability. Oh, it was Lorde, Lordes, I think from Australia. It's a liability, to have such a grand old personality, right? And I push you to make all the right choices, but then when it comes to be my turn, you want to draw all these boundaries on me and tell me to dial it back. That is the story of many women's lives. So here she is, young and sexy. So she's got all the goods. So that might matter. It might not, but it might matter. When you don't have all the goods and you say, look, don't dial me back. You may not feel the right to, because you're still not, quote unquote, perfect, like the last song. So the first song is, look, I can be sexy, I can be gorgeous, I can be all society wants me to be. You guys, watch me. And then we embrace that. And then we go into the song about it's not perfect, but it could be. Like love can be messy. Like I'm a layered, not so superficial. I'm not superficial. I'm layered. And then we go into, look, I'm not going to dial it back. I'm speaking for all women here that we have an opportunity, and we're not going to choose you over the opportunity. And we're not going to let you hold us back. So I'm so surprised that she completely had an arc, and it was not planned. I did not listen to these songs ahead of time. So my feelings for her changed the more depth that she brought into her material. And as far as her voice goes, she's still extremely low in her chest voice. She is not a diva. She's just singing from her heart. She looks like a diva. She's got the wind blowing, the fan blowing on her, and she's got the train of her dress, and she's waving her arms and stuff. But all of that to say, look, I've got all the goods. I can be all society wants me to be, and I am not going to succumb to your expectations of me, not in this relationship. And she did say, you guys are all the same. I thought you would be different. But there will be a day, won't there be, Olivia Dean? So thank you for speaking for all women, and I am proud of you. I was going to write you off as just a superficial, cute pop girl, and then say, well, maybe that's what our culture wants right now. They don't want anybody complaining anymore. Too much complaining in the indie department and in these genres. And no, she's speaking her mind. She's speaking it authentically in a very relaxed tone. This song has a lot of gospel to it. So, of course, that links us back to heritage. She's not from the U.S., but any Black heritage is going to link back to the gospel roots, right? And all that entails the blues, slavery, gospel, church music, releasing your angst, all of that. So she's not quite releasing her angst, and I hope I'm around when she does, when she maybe learns how to sing higher and learns how to, kind of crush it, slay it, like belt it. But it's still working. She's beautiful. She convinced me. I'm going to listen to the end. I'm going to end it here. Yay, Olivia Dean. This was such an experience. So I hope that if you're a singer, you can be authentic like Olivia Dean. You can stay comfortable until you're ready to just belt, sing higher, and kind of be more desperate. But I like that confidence of staying low and making your point. She is a great new artist, and I didn't believe that coming in. I did not believe it, and I do now. So thank you for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe, and maybe I'll see you in the course, and I'll see you next time. Bye.